I leave those thoughts with you.
Stephen Browning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm concerned with the title of this bill too. There's over a series of alternative titles for it because this bill is sort of really one of those bills or pieces of paper that really you feel like chucking over your shoulder, but I dare say is inappropriate in this building, in this house. It's Kill the New Zealand Brand Bill. We have our best products going to the best supermarket chains in Europe and other places that value our clean, green, 100% pure image that this government seems set to destroy. Those people that buy that and give us the best prices for our best products, they expect us to be doing our bit, and this bill is about us not doing our bit, and it's about affecting our reputation in a very, very negative way. It also could be called the Deforestation Bill. It very much is the Deforestation Bill because this is all about, it seems, enhancing a urea-based dairy industry in this country for the indefinite future, an industry that we should be really looking at and seeing how we can improve it by getting it into the emissions trading scheme or being appropriately charged for its carbon, but actually giving our farmers the opportunity to be sequestering carbon, both by encouraging diversity on those farms, as we should, instead of this great green deserts that we seem to be going down, that we then have to fight all the symptoms and the externalities of, including the emissions. There are other very, very positive alternatives that we can be doing in this country and standing and walking tall while we do it. This bill is another title would be Future Generations Climate Change Failure Bill, because we are doing nothing of any substance in this bill that's going to be looking out for the future generations that we are all in here and we are all responsible for. It is appalling. It's a climate fiddle while the earth burns bill, because as my colleague here, Kennedy Graham, has put to this House very eloquently, we are in emergency times and this doesn't go anywhere. It just puts it off to a new government, which will obviously be including the Greens, to have to deal with the mess that this government current government is leaving behind. It fails, as I've said, to bring in agriculture. What an opportunity loss for New Zealand. It's important that New Zealand, at the bottom of the world, gets amongst it and starts to look at the vision for agriculture, the vision for forestry, and the vision for sustainable primary production in any form in New Zealand. There is no vision here apart from some crude commodities and maybe a couple of flash little items made from some ingredients. Overall, there's no vision. What are we doing about our soils really in this country? What are we doing about erosion? What are we doing about our rivers in this country? Next to nothing, and certainly what is happening is nowhere near fast enough. There is no vision. The Greens have a vision. They have a vision on how we'll deal with climate change, but we also have a vision on how we'll deal with primary production. The forestry sector is hurting because of this. Is this because the government concedes that 80% of it's foreign-owned at this stage? Is that the reason? Is it because it's a monoculture and needles are dropping throughout New Zealand? We've got some serious disease issues. Is there something the government's not telling us? What is it? Or is it just because you're sold on Fonterra, you're sold on dairy? And I think that might be what it is. It seems to be a real shame, and also the emitters, the industrial emitters that you seem to want to look after, and there's a cap for them, all right, they know where they are, they're real comfortable, carry on emitting while the rest of us pay for it. Mr. Chair, this bill, Mr. Chair,
Honourable David Parker.
Mr. Chairman.